We for sure
he
are.
almost had an and one right when he said that. We can cover this spread. We're up 13. We're at the line for 2.
Yeah,
we can get there.
Live. Cheers to 231.
Cover that spread.
Water and Mio.
Water.
I don't have anything. I'm just drinking Spark basketball. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, he made a free throw. How about it?
I got my Auburn shirt on for my boy Hugh Freeze. Good riddance. Don't let the door kick you on the way out. Get fired, Evan. I don't know if that's breaking news to you, but he did get canned.
Sunday.
Oh, what happens when you're off the radar?
It's true. It's a good tease for your weekly check-in. Alex, we're doing a live podcast. We
6 points to a cover, folks. 6 points to a cover.
You don't even bet. Doesn't mean anything to you.
My friend Luke did, and I'm rooting for him.
Check-ins tonight. Oh, mine says 0% upload. That seems scary. What's everyone else say?
I had one for Colgate.
Yours says 0?
Yep.
This could be an Alex problem. I don't think we need to cheers again. I think that will save.
No, it's saved. I saw it.
Cheers 231. Michigan State, Colgate's winding down. If you hear any distractions, that's why. Weekly check-ins, Pookies and Dookies of the week, with a little bit of World Series in there. Damn it says 0% again. Oh well, it'll work at the end.
I don't know if you've paid for your internet, but let me tell you, I will not. When this podcast ends, I will not be sitting here waiting until yours uploads.
You won't. I don't think you'll have to because I'll just log into my own account and send it to my. Evan, is yours at 0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's at 99. Evan's at 87. Grant's is at 0.
All right. Whatever. Detroit Lions lost to Minnesota. Played just like my internet connection.
Minnesota.
Injuries.
Minnesota.
Commanders. Trade deadline. Michigan football beat Purdue. Michigan State football lost to Minnesota. Alex was at the game.
Minnesota.
No coaching moves yet. College hoops begins. We're going to set the stage for our teams this year, and that'll be the show. Let's get in and out. Alex, you went to Minnesota.
Minnesota. Minnesota.
What does that spell?
Minnesota.
Is that what they do?
God, what a man take by Jeremy Fears. That is what they do. They did it like 250 times.
Their head coach crowd surfed in the locker room after beating you guys.
Yeah, we're a big program. It's a big upset for them. So
big win after every win.
Actually?
Yeah.
Not the first game when they play like Minnesota Duluth, he does that?
They don't show it.
I don't think Minnesota Duluth has a football team.
It's a trading company. Of course they do.
Yeah, they do. They're Bulldogs.
Yes, Grant.
Your weekly check-in.
I went to Minnesota Friday morning, hung out, did some things, went to some bars, went to some breweries, went to a winery. That was interesting. Never
Twin
been
Peaks?
to a winery before. Nope, not Twin Peaks. Don't remember what it's called. It's cold, gloomy the first day, rainy, cold, 40 degrees. Just the absolute worst kind of weather for day one. But yeah, that was fun. Saturday, went to the game. Sun came out, went to some bars. The bar we went to had YouTube TV. Tough. Yeah, went to the game, had a good time. We're going to go to the bar afterwards, but they basically only have like 2 bars. 2 popular bars, and the lines were just atrocious. East Lansing like. So, just called it. Watched the World Series instead.
I heard a rumor that cover to Harper's this weekend was $100.
That's insane.
That's what I heard.
I believe it.
That's insanity.
I've also heard some dirty rumors on Twitter from Twitter people saying, how did this happen? Is that, whoa. Sounds like a jet engine's taking off. I gotta get my thoughts back. What did you just do?
Turn off the jet engine.
My computer.
That was
Turn off my jet.
Oh my god.
I forgot it was on. I forgot my jet was on.
That apparently there's theories that the bar owners of East Lansing, Harper's included, are in cahoots with the cops because the cops have been really strict about house parties, and every single fraternity is on strike apparently. So basically, partying in your house
I did hear that, yeah.
is nearly impossible in East Lansing, and that's why. Because I'm like, why would all these kids be going to the bar? Like, why would you go if you could like throw a house party, every now and then? Apparently, you can't.
Yeah, all frats are closed. No parties.
Yeah,
that's
kind of crazy.
Ridiculous.
So, anyways, how was it? Was the stadium one of the most underrated stadiums in the Big Ten? Like I said,
it was like Adrian College.
So good stadium.
It's like a bigger Adrian College. I mean, Adrian College is pretty nice. Like, it's nice, but it's very, very small. Nobody there. You could stand in the road and in the end zone and watch the game because it's just open. It's just
a lot of the crowd was shirtless on TV. They showed
there. Got chirped by a high schooler behind me that told me Rod Moore was the best safety in college football.
A Michigan fan was there?
He was a Michigan fan that lived in Minnesota. I told him Caleb Downs was better.
Good comeback. That's actually, yep.
And he said, "Are you sure,
doesn't
dude?"
Even play. Rod doesn't play.
That's what I said. And I said, and he's a bad person. He's just like some locker room problems. And then his comeback to me was like, Rod Moore won a national championship. I was like, that's crazy because Caleb Downs won the national championship last year. That's insane.
Another good comeback.
He's like, you got me on that one. And then he told me how good Yaxel Luxembourg is and that Michigan State was going to miss the tournament this year in basketball. So what a kid.
No wonder you hate Michigan fans. You just find them everywhere in the worst times.
The most classic Walmart situation, a Minnesota fan claiming to be a Michigan fan started chirping me about Michigan State athletics.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's good. Then Sunday I flew back. Got upgraded. Oh, Colgate!
What just happened?
Get to single digits. Oh,
really?
My God. I really need them to win by double digits because I told Colby they would.
He'll forget.
We need a bucket. Jackson Kohler didn't shoot the three.
Free throw. 10-point game.
What? You're that far ahead?
ESPN just updated. I'm not watching.
Who gets fouled?
Jeremy Fears made a free throw.
What?
Wait, what the f***?
Did it?
78-67. Carson Cooper is proving you wrong.
It's 79-69 right now with 19 seconds left.
What? Colgate scores again? Oh my God, he did. What a move by that kid. So we're only going to win by
hoop
10?
Season. No, we made another. It's 80-69.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. 80-69 looks like you won by a lot.
Killed him.
Anything else? When I got back to the airport Sunday, I've never seen an airport that busy in my entire life. Luckily, I already landed. But yeah.
Final 80-69. Spartans beat toothpaste.
Tough game for them. Probably won't make the tournament after that.
Won the second half, though. Did better. Got better as the game went on.
And then back to work today, Grant. Back to work today. So
good. No days off.
No.
Did you have any good Minnesota food? Any cheese curds?
Minnesota food? Food? Did I have any good Minnesota food?
You had some Juicy Lucy poutine?
No, I feel like I didn't even eat there, actually, to be honest.
Fish?
Probably got Chipotle like a loser.
We did have Chipotle.
Yeah, I knew it. You wouldn't try any of the local spots. Just go to the big chains.
What do you mean? I didn't have any say in what we did whatsoever.
Juicy Lucy? Oh, you're the guest. You could have been like, oh, like I really want to try this Juicy Lucy or this poutine. And you could have gotten it.
No. I don't know if you've ever met Con Man, but once you're on his schedule, you don't get off of it.
You're flexible. He's a flexible guy. He goes with the flow.
No,
Evan, your hunting trip. Unless there's anything else that I'm missing.
Hunting trip.
High school football ended as well. I don't know if you were at that. You were right. All your predictions were correct.
No Monday Night Football.
No, you're not watching Cardinals Cowboys. Can't.
Oh, it's just Barber.
Minnesota.
When was the last time we recorded? Last Monday? Last Tuesday? Monday?
I'm winning in fantasy?
I think we did.
Marvin Harrison has 17 already through one quarter.
With Colby, I don't know if that was Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday. Besides hunting trip, Southern Indiana, south of Bloomington, south of Indianapolis.
Evanston area?
Near Columbus, near Freetown.
Yeah, familiar.
Near
Columbus, Indiana.
Yep. In Hoosier National Park, we went hunting. State park, public land, do what you want, basically. Show up.
You were by Burnsville. Burnsville's a nice spot. Sorry.
Yes, I was. No luck. I didn't have any luck. Guy I went with, Alex's favorite quote to say after I says the person's name, he shot a nice 10 point.
Done it again.
He shot a nice 10 point.
Wow.
That was the
only truly did.
deer that was killed the weekend. Rained when I showed up on Wednesday night into Thursday. The first sit was Thursday morning for me. Rained. Last sit was Sunday morning. Rained.
Oh.
But Thursday afternoon until Saturday or Sunday morning was all nice weather. No complaints.
Good time though. A lot of beverages consumed.
Not too much. The two people I go with are pretty hardcore hunters, so it's more.
They told you to keep it quiet.
It's not like a Kingsley property hunting trip where it's more fun and less hunting. This one's more hunting and less fun.
Do you guys do an Airbnb or like where do you sleep?
No, we were in a tent on state grounds, camping.
Wow.
Just find a campsite, set up shop.
Raw dogging it.
This is like when we bring out the GoPro and Evan starts his YouTube channel. Man Outdoors.
So, got back Sunday afternoon, middle of the day, late afternoon, early evening on Sunday.
5-hour drive, 6-hour drive?
5-hour drive.
Yeah, I-69 to Indianapolis and then...
Indiana is soft. Their speed limit's being 65 on the major highway.
Yeah, that's tough.
And nobody following that rule is hilarious.
Yeah, people would like drag race near Indianapolis going like 85 down those. Was it? Did you have any good like camp breakfast, camp coffee? Whenever I watched my adventure chasing guy, he whips up some really good breakfast.
See,
you're out so early, you didn't really have time.
Yeah, we would wake up.
I just thought about that.
Wake up, grab a snack. I got made fun of because I'm a breakfast person. And I have to grab my snacks before I leave. They're like, all right, Evan, hurry the hell up. We gotta go. So
the deer will still be waiting there when we get there. I promise.
They will be. Trust me. Me grabbing my oatmeal cream pie for the tree stand, it'll be okay. The extra 30 seconds won't be a big rush.
Oh, I can leave it or cut it, but Alex didn't hear the deer hunting story that you told Colby. That was hilarious. If you want to retell it quickly. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes. Okay,
I think Alex will appreciate that.
Hunting at my grandfather's property. Now, mind you, Alex, I've never killed a deer, as you know.
With a weapon?
With a weapon. 2 with the car. It was the Friday, not last Friday, but the Friday before that, because we had it off, and I had to go work on the baseball high school field. Sitting there, seeing nothing, not hearing anything, whatever. I gotta go work on the baseball field around 1. I want to get home, change, eat, all that stuff. 10 o'clock, I get down from my tree stand. Which 10 o'clock is a normal time for a lot of people. Did I have to get down at that time? No. Could I have waited a little bit longer? Sure, but whatever. I got down, get all situated, get all my bag, my bows on the ground, finally get all stuffed. Like I'm going to go pick it back up, put it on, and walk out. It's laying down. All of a sudden, I hear something behind me. I turn around, Alex, and there's a buck standing 15 yards from me, staring at me. Like, that buck and I made eye contact. So,
You shoot it?
No. Literally a half a second after I was like, it made a noise, it bleated at me. screamed at me, and then ran off. And I just literally stood in that same exact
Well, at least
spot.
you saw something.
Yep, I stood in that same exact spot, hand on my head, just in awe of what I saw. Just, I hated myself, pissed off. So if I just sat in the tree stand, hypothetically, if I sat in the tree stand for 10 more minutes, that buck would have walked perfectly in line for me to attempt to kill it.
Well, what did you learn?
I learned to sit in the tree stand longer. Now, that same weekend, I went out with my dad, and my dad, I can't sit that long. There's no way in hell. I sat in this one spot. He sat in a different spot. And sure shit, 9:30, he comes walking by. Yeah, I'm out of here. I sat until like 10:30, 10:45 that morning.
That story reminded me of the baseball field stuff and the funny Facebook exchange that you sent in our chat.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Let's see. Marissa and I went to a Halloween bar on Friday night. Did not get dressed up this year. I don't think I've gotten dressed up in a long time. We went to a Halloween bar. We played some pool. What do you say?
So you should dress up as Indiana Jones. I think you'd be a good Harrison Ford.
I'll think about that. That's probably pretty easy to do. That's got to be a lot of Harrison Ford or Indiana Jones costumes out there. And you get a whip, don't you? Did he have a whip? I like that. That's nice. Played pool at the one bar that you guys went to once. When you guys came up here the one time, the pool hall.
I'm familiar.
That was good. They got rid of the ping pong table though. We kind of showed our age by not having been there because we walked in and said, "Hey, where'd the pool table go?" He's like, "Oh, we haven't had that for like 2 years." I was like, "Okay."
Did they get new felt on their tables? Because I'm pretty sure they weren't. It wasn't orange when we went.
Maybe they poured some more money into the pool tables and got rid of the ping pong table. Maybe that's what happened. But it was good.
It was like
pretty empty.
A tannish color.
That might still be what it is. Maybe it looks different, like on your phone camera versus when you're standing there.
I could also just be completely wrong, which I probably am.
Did a lot of wedding planning stuff this weekend that have been neglecting for a long time. It's not very fun to do. Just kind of like had all the big stuff done for a long time and was like, "Oh, I'm good." And then we just actually made a to-do list of all the little stuff that's left to do. Like, you don't think about the seating chart. You don't think about all this stuff. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is going to add up fast." So trying to be better about doing some of that on weeknights because I can't. We did like on Saturday, we did a lot of it. And I was like, "Yeah, I just can't do this. I can't devote like entire days to it because I get burnout." So
yeah. New felt.
New felt, Grant. Gotta chip away during the week. New felt? Confirmed?
New felt. Confirmed.
Good for them. And then my last thing.
Got it.
It's not really workout-wise, but it's health-wise. I'm becoming a sauna guy now. I'm starting to use the sauna.
Whoa.
Those are nice. I just don't like going in there because a lot of dudes in there.
Yeah, Alex. That's why you go in there.
It's very packed. So that's why I don't like to go in there.
There's one at our apartment complex in like a little apartment gym that no one uses. So I have it all to myself so far, which has been nice. Goes up to like 194, I think, is the most you can go up to. Feels good to sweat. Problem is it takes a long time to heat up if it's not already been used, and not many people use it. So you end up having to kill 15 minutes waiting for it to get hot. That's all. Pookies and Dookies of the week. Some sports. Let's go, Evan. Evan, you want to start with a Pookie or a Dookie?
It's a I don't know how you want to put it. It's a love-hate feeling for this. Fantasy purposes, I was sitting there dreading the outcome of the inevitable. My love and passion for one of the world's greatest college football players of all time, balling out in his comeback, Brock Bowers, is still so good at football that I don't understand how NFL teams can't game plan around him. He had 3 touchdowns in his return after a bye week, after multiple injuries. He is the face of the Raiders.
Oh, it's not hard to do.
Max Crosby would like a word?
Not going to be there very much longer.
Oh, Lions.
Oh, lie downs.
No.
Yeah, your brother's team's unfair. He's bad for the league. I saw that Alvin Kamara had 0.7 as a starting running back, and he still scored 180 points? That shouldn't be allowed. That shouldn't be possible to do. Makes no sense.
He'll lose round one.
No, don't put that on him, Alex.
He's never won a playoff game.
If he's not facing me, I'm rooting for his team to win a playoff game.
He's never won a playoff game.
It's crazy.
He knows. He knows he's going to lose. He already said it.
I remember thinking on draft night that his team had like the most
all reject star names.
No, most recognizable names, but thought they could all be potentially. Some of them were older in their career. No, they're all just like lights out. McCaffrey's back to 100%. Kamara had a bad game, but he's been fine. Jamar Chase has always been good. Kelsey's the number 4 tight end. I'm not going to go through his whole team, but yeah, like every big name he has, and they're like performing well. So it's impressive. Alex, Pookie or Dookie for you?
I'd say a Pookie was the World Series.
Yeah, good Pookie. Good stuff.
On Alex. Was that congratulations.
Saturday night?
Yeah. Thank you.
And it helped there was no ESPN. That was my Dookie, was the lockout, but I wasn't watching any football, so I was like, I'm just going to watch baseball, and it delivered. I felt like that was the right call.
Fortunate that the Dodgers won, but I guess I really didn't care who won. But
yeah, that's how I was.
Dodgers are like just like a paid team. I mean, they have stars everywhere.
I went to Comerica once when we played at Toronto, maybe last year, 2 seasons ago, maybe, and their fans were kind of annoying. So I don't have anything against Canada per se, like country rivalry, but it would have been a cool scene, I guess, if the home team won. But I wasn't sitting there like, oh, I'm so sad the Dodgers won. Like Dodgers mean nothing to me, so they can just do whatever they want to do.
Haven't you watching this Cowboys Cardinals game?
I'm not, because I have YouTube TV, Alex.
Well, Cowboys just blocked a punt for a touchdown.
Alex, did you get a little Hulu
My parents
or something?
had cable.
I don't have much to say because due to the fact that when I'm on my hunting trip, I don't have service for 90% of the trip.
That is
so
how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to go off the grid.
We're not on anything besides wilderness.
Deer. The potential of deer.
I missed all of the World Series Game 6 and Game 7. I had no idea Hugh Freeze got fired. I didn't even know that the Pistons played the Mavericks in a Mexico City game.
In Mexico. Yeah.
On Peacock.
Yeah. On Peacock. Yeah, maybe just telling himself that in 2010. I got a couple that I'll rip off. On the World Series point, the Yamamoto, I didn't realize that pitchers could pitch the day before and then pitch again. I thought we had passed that time in our life. I was told that, pitchers couldn't go back to back. That guy's a stud. 96 the day before, comes in, throws 2 innings, bases loaded, 1 out.
It's Game 7, Grant. Of course he's coming in.
I don't know. There's a lot of chatter amongst potential studs across the league. Like, do you have the stones to do that? Are you coming out to throw 2 more innings? I don't know. And he did well too. That game did get me a little bit of trouble because I was exhausted by it. I mean, that was like 11:30 at night. I was like, I want to go to bed. That game was so good. That last inning, I was like wanting to go shower, go to bed. I just laid there, watched it, and then there was 2 plays. The infield hit that was an out at home, and then the catch in the outfield. I audibly gasped out loud, and I got the classic.
Yeah,
I got the classic from Marissa. I thought you were tired. I thought you were ready for bed. I was like, well, this game is so good. I am now fully awake. That's how good that game was. Is that like I'm awake. I don't care if it's 12:30. I don't care when this game ends. I got to watch it. So that was cool. Dookie, like I said, us, the consumers, YouTube TV, ESPN. It finally happened. Friend of the show, Connor, worries about it all the time. It finally happened. The only other time I can remember this happening is Fox and DirecTV had a holdout that lasted like half of football season once that my dad and I had to find some workarounds for, like back in either early college or end of high school. But I'm going to hold out. I'm going to pretend that the SEC doesn't really exist. I'm going to pretend that if it's on ESPN, I guess I don't need to watch it, is what they're telling me. So we'll see how long it lasts. Maybe I'll cave. If I do, I heard like Sling TV has like a $5 day pass, 24-hour day pass
Grant,
to watch
I have
ESPN.
The solution.
AJ Hogarth?
Father, Alex's father, cable.
We can't all log in. You're going to get like a stream limit.
He pays for cable so we all can watch it.
Well, I would appreciate that. There's going to be limits on how many streams you can have running on that.
Xfinity doesn't have a limit to their stream because you're paying for the boxes.
Because Rico Beard told you that?
You remember how many times my mom has bullied them into free channels and called and canceled?
I do remember that movie.
We own that.
You own Xfinity.
Our family owns Xfinity.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
I actually love that.
That's good. Another Dookie that's personal, me. Because I retweeted all I did. This is how crazy Michigan fans and Burners and Ohio State fans are online. I don't know if you guys probably don't have the notifications on, which you shouldn't. I retweeted Matt Zenitz was the one that broke the news on Justice Haynes needing surgery to repair his foot. I don't know if you missed that as well. Justice Haynes has to get foot surgery. He hurt his foot in the Michigan State game.
Didn't know that.
They're hoping to get him back for the Ohio State game because we have a bye and then Northwestern Maryland, and it's a small surgery, but still, when you hear that, I'm doubting he makes it back in time. I would be stunned. But I retweeted it, and how Twitter works: if someone replies to like the tweet you retweeted, you get tagged in all the notifications. There was a Michigan fan that said, "Buckeye fans celebrating this, I'm sure," and then proceeded to have 30 comments underneath that post of Michigan and Ohio State fans arguing with each other about classiness and rooting for injuries. That's just like Dookie me because I don't need to be seeing this. Couple samples. We don't care about that bum. Hope he gets well soon though. Why would we celebrate? LOL. Like we're not y'all. We don't celebrate injuries. No excuses though. Will Howard was basically concussed all game last year, and none of us use that as an excuse. Let's see what else.
The college football.
Those were a couple of them
last year.
Yeah. Literally every comment is wishing him getting well soon. But all right, some things are bigger than football. Never enjoy seeing an injury. Those were a couple of highlights.
Runs deep.
It's just, and then I just realized like these are half the people that we encounter online, and then I'm like, oh my god, what are we doing with our lives? So that was a good reality check. My last Dookie, Packers uniforms, burn those. Lost to the Panthers at home. They look disgusting. Burn them. Simple. Everybody wins.
Get to see
Michigan's up 29. They're going to score 150 points in this basketball game.
69-38, right before the half. Right now. Pookies? Any Pookies? Any good things?
No, it was a really bad sports weekend, if we're being honest.
Okay, Buffalo fine. Bills. I have 4 more I'll rip through. Yes, Evan. Bills and Steelers were my 2 NFL teams that I thought were winners of the week.
See, I actually don't hate the Packers uniforms. Hand up.
You were the same one that said this about Illinois uniforms, I think, when they wore them last year.
They're not that bad. See, I think these are better than the Chargers all-yellow uniforms. I also don't like how every single picture you click on the Packers profiles, it's all links. No, just give me a picture.
Let's see.
The Bethune-Cookman is giving your Auburn Tigers a battle.
I don't care about basketball. I'm an Auburn football fan.
Your Auburn Tigers are struggling with Bethune-Cookman.
Well, their coach is a Nepo baby, so. Pookies would be the Oklahoma Sooners. Staying alive, playoff elimination game.
Staying alive.
Didn't see the game, didn't know who won that game until you just told me right now. So thanks.
Staying alive. They went into the night game at Tennessee.
Tennessee wore their alternate uniforms.
Went into Neyland at night. Yep. Wore the all black. Had awesome videos throughout the week with the spooky Rocky top. Yeah. And they went in there and they won. Evan, you might be delayed.
Wake up.
Evan, you might be lagging.
Alex, I'm catching up because I was in the woods with no service.
That was the most delayed response of all time.
I left and came
back. I asked a question. You left, came back, still answered my question. Bravo to you. Bravo.
I was literally, when I say no service, my phone was on SOS mode. Could not receive or send anything.
Being in Minnesota,
even mean you can call SOS if you needed to, or no?
Literally just emergency.
Yes.
If I fell on my tree stand, I wouldn't call anyways. I wouldn't care. I'll just let the coyotes get me.
Let the deer nibble on me.
It's a funny picture, and nibble's a funny word.
That was not.
Nibble's a funny word.
Yeah, because close to nipple.
Yeah. I'm just in shock of Tennessee lost this game wearing their black uniforms.
Evan, you know what's even crazier? This is the all-time. Did he? No. Fowler and Herbstreit would have had this. What is interesting, Evan, is this is a classic. Tennessee dominated the first half. They had like 300 yards to 60 for Oklahoma, and they were losing by 6 at the half because they turned it over. They had 3 turnovers in the game. They had 2 in the red zone. Oklahoma picked up a strip sack, scored for 70 yards. And Oklahoma's kicker, this guy, they made fun of on the Kirk Herbstreit basically said, there's no place for this in sports. He wears very short shorts, like swim trunks. He made 3 50-plus yard kicks as a college kicker. And they won this game.
Herbstreit's face. Alex's Dookie of the week. His quarterback in the SEC lost on the road to Texas. Oh, Dookie of the week, Miami. They're never going to be back. They're not going to be back in our lifetime.
Yeah, it was a bad Dookie. Alex, I have a comeback for Evan if you want to.
Don't say
it. Where it hurts.
No. They control their own destiny. Quarterback. They control their own destiny.
Georgia Tech lost.
They control their own destiny, Grant.
Or no, on the road. Tough one.
Okay, Grant, they play Boston College
Avery Johnson for Kansas State.
Stop. Okay, Georgia Tech plays Boston College.
What about Aiden Childs?
And then Pitt, Saturday, 11:22. It's going to be a where are you moment. Pitt, Georgia Tech.
Pat Narduzzi.
Because if Georgia Tech wins that, they're in the ACC championship. Their last game's a non-conference game against Georgia. It doesn't matter. So.
Oh, true.
Oh my God.
When he does that, what could he be looking
Virginia is in the ACC championship right now.
Yes. Welcome to college football.
Oh my God.
That's why we need to fire our coach, because you can't be bad when teams like that.
2 years ago,
Virginia, we'll get to him.
2 years ago, Virginia was bad. And now look at him.
My last 2 Pookies, so we can get to the Lions. The 2 winners in college football this weekend were 1, Texas. To what Evan said, they're still alive. Their fan base has got to be like, we just beat a top 10 team. We're alive.
Yeah, but like,
alive.
But
Vandy.
Oh my God, Texas
still
Vandy this week.
And then Texas Tech, Pookie. Everyone was saying Kansas State trap spot. They obliterated them, and now they host College Game Day. Host number 8 BYU in their building.
I mean, also
great time to be a Red Raider fan.
That game, it's on 12 o'clock ABC. So for all you Texas people, like said Alex, 11 o'clock kickoff.
I mean,
that's one of the biggest games of the year played, though.
11 a.m.
Like Michigan, Ohio State. Yes. I'll be watching at 11.
Michigan, Ohio State. That's when the big games are played.
It's disgusting.
Beautiful day in Lubbock, where that's where they're from. Yep. Okay, Lions lost to Minnesota 27-24. Minnesota. Yeah, tough. Officially, boys, we have a worse record this year than last year.
As of right now, the Lions are not in the
season.
The season ended today. We're missing.
Oh, I thought we were the 7th seed.
No, that's not what I saw.
Let me confirm.
Oh.
We are the 7.
Oh.
We're just above the Bears and the Panthers.
We killed the Bears.
They're playing better football than us right now.
Can I say one thing about
can I lost last week, Evan?
Chop some narratives I saw coming out of this game first?
We're not as good as we think. Let's just be honest.
I don't.
We have some issues.
Well, okay, good question, Evan. Fair statement. What do we think we are? Like what? When you say we're not as good as we think, what do we think?
People think that we are the best team in the NFC.
I think we are a contender to be. We could win the NFC.
Who is
I don't think
hands down the best team in the NFC?
Tampa Bay is 1 win over a team over 500.
The Bears are over 500.
I thought they were 4-4.
Over 500.
No, the Bears are 5-3. The same record as us.
I'd like to think the Ravens will be over 500 against.
Ravens will end. Ravens will end above 500.
Ravens
then 2. We beat 2, and we will have 3.
2 out of 5.
1 and 2 in division.
That's unfortunate.
That's what hurts in this game. Yeah,
division's gone.
Okay.
We're 8 games into the season.
That was at my end. My question was, Evan, do you still? A lot of things get said in the heat of the game. Do you still believe that? You think the division's gone?
I still believe that because you have to
down a half game.
Because you have to go on the road 2 more times.
Because in this case,
we have to go on the road 2 more times. The said team that just beat you at home, you have to now play a national standalone game on Christmas Day against the Vikings.
And that makes you nervous.
Yes, because they dominated us up front on the line of scrimmage, both offensively and defensively.
They did do that. That's fair. They bullied us. I'll give you that.
Okay.
They bullied us.
Next,
No doubt.
we had to play the Packers again, who last time we played them. Granted, first week, okay, but I'm not making excuses. This is National Football League. We lost to them. We had to play them on Thanksgiving, who historically the Lions under Dan Campbell has not played well on Thanksgiving.
That's true.
Also, now that, okay, everyone's going to say, oh, first week, Dan Campbell blamed himself for that one and blamed himself for this past week. So 2 weeks, Dan Campbell couldn't get his team up against a divisional opponent.
He cites me as a coach who will always say that.
Yeah, but at some
He's
point,
never going to say it was like, well, no, in the first year he did say Jared Goff needs to play better. He did say that after one game. But I think we're always going to get Dan falling on the sword for his other coaches.
So that's why. And then you have to go on the road to the Bears, who are playing way better than they were playing week 2.
And that makes you nervous.
I'm not saying it makes me completely nervous, but it's also the NFL. You just saw that we laid an egg at home. You shouldn't lose home games, divisional home games.
I think that's my
That's
point.
true.
So the Bears get us at home.
True.
So I'm sure that point spread right now, if you ask right now, I bet you it would be Lions minus 3.5.
Okay. Yeah.
The Bears are healthier. The Bears are healthier up front than we're healthier than we are. We still can't generate a pass rush without blitzing somebody.
So taking us back, though, to the question, which I do think I think this is an interesting where the fan base is at. I think everyone is reacting to this game based on your expectations, because your expectations for a team dictate how mad and upset you get after certain games. So
I agree, Grant.
I think friend Cody said kiss the 1 seed goodbye. You said kiss division goodbye. We had 2 different ones. And I think where I still am holding out, I'm more optimistic. I'm holding out. It's like, I don't think I've seen a clear across the league best team. Like in the NFC, everyone has 2 losses. So every single team has lost at least twice. And there's no zero loss team like Hunter's fantasy team. There's no 1 loss team like the Eagles the last few years. So it's like, yeah, am I going to give probably the Eagles a benefit of the doubt right now because they just won the Super Bowl? Yes, I still will. But the Packers just lost to the Panthers. I don't like, if you ask me gun to my head, I think we beat the Vikings at their place. I think we get revenge. I think we're a good enough team to do that. So like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, all of our goals are gone. It just all depends. You're right. We may not be the best team ever, right? Like last year we played amazing, but I don't know. I'm not as panicked. I'm not panicked yet about this team. Next week, if we lost, totally different discussion. Alex, thoughts from this game on you?
Yeah, I think I saw on Twitter someone summed it up nicely. If we all overreact to when a team has a bad game, then every team in the NFL is dead at this point, because the Chiefs
a lot of teams
lost to the Jags. Eagles got spanked by the Giants.
I remember that game. I was on play.
The Colts just lost to the Steelers. That's not that bad, but the Colts aren't that good anyways. That just helps my case. Just wanted to get that out there.
That is...
Packers lost to the Browns and the Panthers.
Alex,
gross. 2 worse losses than us.
Situational. So you got to think about standings wise. So it's in your own division. I'm trying to win the division.
And we're half a game out of,
which I still think we control everything.
Okay, I get
if we
that.
We control everything games out.
You win that game. That
6 games into the season.
It's a game and a half complete change in the standings, because the Panthers did us.
It wasn't a big blown opportunity.
Nice
I 100% agree. Blown opportunity there.
The division did not get lost in week 8, week 9.
Could be a game you look back on. But
at this current moment, the division is not gone, because we play the Packers.
But big picture,
if we beat the Packers, we are in first.
Big picture, we're not as good as we might think.
In comparison to what? Because what team is that good?
What if we?
What team are you like?
At the right time this year? Maybe last year we peaked in November. Now we're kind of iffy in November. We peak in January.
The Eagles,
who have a gross loss and did not look good the first few weeks of the season either. Rams are nice.
I still think the Bills. They're on the other side. Don't really care.
They're not in our division.
Sure, can't worry about them yet.
Just NFC.
Seattle.
Yeah, I guess they're playing well. I still think we'd cream them.
I don't think we could handle.
I'm delusional about the Lions, though. I'm also delusional
I don't
about
know.
the Lions.
Commanders suck.
Any
That was
team with a
impressive.
solid up front is going to give us problems because of our injuries and lack of experience on the front offensive line. It was a strength a couple years ago. Now it has completely 180'd.
No Zeitler, no Ragnow. Issue.
No Mahogany now.
My God, the Cowboys just attempted a 68-yard field goal.
Someone just made one. Cam Little made that for Jacksonville. You see that? It's a new record this weekend. Anyways, yeah, you're right, Evan. Maybe I need to recalculate some of my expectations. I don't know if this is probably delusional, Grant. I looked at our schedule. I don't know if I felt better, but I legit looked at our opponents and I only saw 3 more losses on the schedule, which is maybe not how people would react after that. I was like, wow, I thought our schedule was supposed to be really hard. I feel like it kind of gets easier. If you want me to run through it,
Commanders.
We play Commanders. I think that's a win. Philly is a swing game of the entire season. If we go in there on Sunday Night Football and beat the Eagles, I think we're going to the Super Bowl. If not, I think we have a lot of work cut out for us still. But okay, Evan, we lose that game. I'll play this scenario with you. We beat the Giants. We have to beat the Green Bay Packers on Thanksgiving. That's another swing game of the entire season. Have to win it. Okay? So scary that it made Evan cough. Then we don't lose to Dallas. You know that. We go to the Rams. We lose. And then we win out. We beat Pittsburgh, and then we go on the road and beat Minnesota and Chicago. And that's how I see the season going. Yeah. I think the Vikings will fall off by then. I think they played their best game they probably will play all year against us. Respectfully.
I think we're underdogs in 2 of the last 4 games. Half. And the Bears is going to be like a straight pick 'em. So.
No way.
I think we will be underdogs.
50, Evan.
We'll be underdogs at the Rams. We'll be underdogs against the Vikings.
I had
that as a loss.
No, we won't.
No.
We won't.
Favored by 2.5.
I think the Vikings will be favored by 2.5.
Anyways, I think 3 losses. I'm still wildly optimistic. But let's talk about the negative, because there was a lot of negative.
Let's talk about the problems, Grant. Let's talk about the problems.
I sent a voice memo to you guys. John Morton made me crash out in my car. I pulled back in from the gym. I watched him. If this man calls another 3rd and 10 plus, 3rd and 8 plus swing pass going sideways behind the line of scrimmage, I'm going to lose my mind. He has to stop doing this. It never will work. I'd rather you run a halfback draw. Like, at least run something that might make them think that we're passing downfield instead of swinging out 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage to like David Montgomery. And then David Montgomery fumbles. That just tells you how crazy of a game. We never fumble. He never fumbles. That's just the type of day it was. And that was enough to kill a man. I was like, this is pissing me off.
Gibbs tied an NFL record of most pressures given up by a running back in a game. So
yeah, let's get into that.
Make sure that we talk about both running backs not having the best stuff.
Why are we asking Gibbs to pick up 7+ blitzes? What on earth game plan is that?
Well, you guys want him. You want him in the game.
Yes, but I want to use him like Ben Johnson smartly would use him. When people blitz you. Yeah, no, this game was the game I was like, I missed that man. This was the first one I looked and I was like, yeah, I can see and again, not out on John Morton. I'm just saying, John Morton, when you play Brian Flores again, you need to understand what he does and have counters for it like Ben Johnson did. When we played the Vikings with Ben Johnson, he had counters for all their blitzes. With Jared, whoever they worked up, it was a nice little Texas route. They would use the Vikings' aggression against them and we would carve them. And we did nothing. We just sat there and took their aggression. And the biggest example in terms of your players, we used JMO late, but look at this little stats from our guy Gibbs. This is, I guess go a little, well, no, I need to go more because of the ads. But if you, oh my God, these pop-up ads, that's going to make me crash out. If you look here, 2 games last year, he's got over 150 all-purpose yards. And then there's the one in January 7th, 2024. I think we may have been resting people potentially at that. You go back to 2023, had another 100 yards total in the game. And then you look at last game, he had 25 rushing yards and 3 receiving yards. So just a complete misuse of players in these games that can counteract an aggressive defense. And that's just simply what we have to get better at, which I think they will. But those are my gripes.
Yeah, I have issues as well. I have issues with John Morton for sure. We've been spoiled with Ben Johnson before, but his calling of games has been questionable at best almost every game. Sometimes our pure talent can take over and make him look better than he is. But when you see a defense that has a competent defensive coordinator calling a game against him, and he just gets absolutely bodied for 4 quarters and does not put our players in position to succeed, then I'm going to raise questions. Dan Campbell fired Anthony Lynn when it did not go well. I don't think we're at that point yet, but I would also think that if Dan thinks it's bad at any point, we might just dump him, friendships aside. And I don't think it's been good enough. Don't think it's been good enough all year. I feel like the offense has sputtered in and out quite a bit. We have not picked up a 3rd and 10 or more this entire season.
We shouldn't be in those.
Agreed. And Dan said, 1st and 2nd down, we have to be better. But
we did
play
go through
calling
a
on 1st and 2nd
stretch.
down is also shitty.
We went through a 4-week stretch where the Ravens defense has been bad, but no, the Cleveland had one of the best defenses in the league. We scored 34 on them.
Late.
But yeah, Tampa Bay, it just sucks because it was 2 games in a row where Tampa Bay the offense kind of was sluggish, and it was a Gibbs home run that really got things going, and you had to rely on your defense to only give them 9. So
the play calling hasn't been good all year.
My one point that I want to hear more points from Evan, another red flag, as dumb as this may be, and it's a difference between, I think, potentially things I'm monitoring for John Morton. If you remember back to the Baltimore Ravens game, we got all hot and bothered because Johnny Moe dug in his bag and he ran that cool little speed option play with Amon-Ra and Gibbs, and it scored a touchdown. If you remember, we ran the same play versus the Bucs, and it didn't work until Amon-Ra had to shove Gibbs across the line for 4th down, and Gibbs also had to make a man miss. And that was a red flag to me thinking back today. I'm like, where's the innovation? Where are we getting deeper in the playbook, new things, building on? We're like, Ben Johnson would have a new trick play every game of the year. And it's not about the trick plays. It's about the idea of continuing to like get cute, come up with new things like Andy Reid and the Chiefs do, or like build on your play action, build on your concepts, build on your run game. I don't know if I feel like we're doing that. I feel like we just kind of run the same stuff and just hope that our Jimmy and Joes are better, and they can't always be better because we are in the NFL. Like, there are other good players across the way. It's not like college football where you can just bubble a team to death. You can't do that in the NFL. So that's what's concerning me a little bit.
Yeah, correct.
Evan, any thoughts?
Last couple of years
we've had
answers when we couldn't run the ball, and obviously when we run the ball, I don't think the offense has answers right now. To touch on Alex's point, I saw a lot of good tweets, stats, facts after the game about our 3rd down conversions, and it's just highlighting the point. We were 2 for 13 on 3rd down last game. 3rd down and 4 or more, so anything over 4 yards, and 2 for 13. Since week 7, anything 3rd or 4 or more, the Lions are 3 for 23 in the NFL. 13%, 30th in the NFL. Yards per play, only 1.4, dead last in the NFL. Sack rate is 25%, so 25% of the time on our 3rd down conversions of 3 or more since week 7, we're getting sacked. Turning the ball over, 8% of those plays, and our explosive play rate, it's typically NFL is probably 20 to 25 yards. 8.7, 24th. So our down the field plays, I guess, just aren't working enough, and also hurts 1st and 2nd down, like Dan Campbell said. But our offense right now is just not generating that down the field threat. I'm not saying it has to be J-Mo. Everyone's asking it to be him, but years past we were able to complete the deep pass, 15 yards, 20 yards, 25 yards, and you're just not seeing it from the offensive line. But I think it has a lot to do with the offensive line gameplay, where you're trying to get rid of the ball quick and you're trying to protect those inexperienced and out of position players up front.
Yeah. Those are good. My add-on to that, the other down to look for, this is from Al Karsten on Twitter.
That's where I got my information from.
Oh, shout out to Al.
Him and Colton
he did some notes on 2nd and 7 plus. So we're either 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. You get the idea. Basically, what's shown out through the season that we run the most in the NFL. We do run plays on 2nd and 7 or 2nd and long, basically call it, more than anyone else in the NFL, and they're not working well for us. So let's say it's 1st and 10 and we pass or we run, we get the 2nd and 8. We're running the ball like automatically on those. We're not really passing, and we're having bad success running, which puts us in these 3rd and longs that Evan just talked about and said, so maybe we need to start passing more. Maybe that's something that we can look forward as fans is when we get in 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, are we passing the ball or are we running it again and forcing ourselves into another 3rd down conversion? Those are just some more stat things. But in terms of big picture, I also should give some credit, I feel like, to the Vikings. They had a phenomenal game plan, which we kind of talked about with the defense. And back from injury, McCarthy played really well, honestly, for all things considered, especially coming back from that injury. He trusted his receivers and Naylor and Justin Jefferson to make plays, Jordan Addison to make plays. But they talked a lot in the broadcast about the different kind of footballs that he's still learning to throw as a young quarterback. They were still learning to throw at Michigan, and he made he had the liners, with the 1 ball, the 2 ball, the 3 ball that Tom Brady kept talking about. You saw them all in the game, and he really did evade a lot of our rushes, a lot of the pressures that we had. He made Anzalone look silly on a QB scramble, one of the worst, what's that called, pursuit angles I've seen in a long time. And he played good enough to win, because as much as we hate the offense, defense still did not play amazing. They played okay, but giving up 27 points is not great. Granted, that ties into the 3rd, and probably the coordinator I think is on the biggest hot seat would be Dave Phipp in the special teams, because that has looked atrocious since the jump. At least John Morton has brought something to the table, and we've had some weeks. Special teams, I cannot think of many weeks when it's been good. I think after every game, I think, wow, we kind of got lucky on some. Khalif Raymond returned a punt once, so maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Outside of that, it's been bad. Special teams has been a problem. So he's the biggest one on the hot seat for me. If we're going to talk about how the coaching to improve and impress and for your job the rest of the season, be special teams, because you never want to know your special teams coordinator's name. And I'm very aware of the problems on that side of the ball this year.
Alex.
That's
Brian Flores had
pay attention, Alex.
Body bag.
I watched.
Lions pass protection, just first 4 or fewer. So that means they're not blitzing. So simulated pressures. Okay. Hey, we're over here. We're going to blitz on this side, and you drop out. You fake it. We're coming this way instead. 25 dropbacks during those 4 simulated pressures or 4 or fewer pass rushers. 56% pressure rate. That was dead last in the NFL last weekend. And 60% sack rate, so 4th worst. So almost 20%, if you round up, had a sack on their 25 dropbacks. So
we're getting confused.
We're getting confused mightily. The inexperience
and
on the
abused.
offensive line, guards, and I think getting out-bullied by our center, bad communication. Not having an all-pro center.
Yeah. Can we get him back, you think? I want him back. What can we do?
I think maybe we called him. Yeah.
I think we should call him. My last 2 things, the penalties are also out of control.
Yeah.
Not counting the one of the most absurd ones I've seen in the last 5 years of Jack Campbell just sacking a quarterback and getting a body weight penalty. That just makes no sense. We can't continue as a league. We cannot continue as a league allowing that. Just being like, yep, that's fine. We have to continue to speak out because I don't understand what you're supposed to do. But yeah, just sloppy, undisciplined football. A lot of false starts. A lot of just uncharacteristically bad things. But I will say, people were being pretty dramatic online, being like, this is the worst game we've played since 3 years, the Carolina game.
Well, that's what Dan Campbell said.
I guess, but this is the same game as week 1. I mean, I was like, am I taking crazy pills? We looked at this bad versus Green Bay in week 1, so I didn't have to go that far to be like, yeah, we played horrible against
Grant on top of those
Green
points.
Bay. Yeah, maybe that's more of a red flag. I don't know.
You said worst games we've played. Okay, worst Lions offensive rushing success rate. Okay, however you want to grade it out. Okay, it's based off of percentage. Dan Campbell era. 76 games we've had under Dan Campbell now. The top 4. Okay, 2016. Or not, 2022, week 16, when we missed the playoffs because we lost at Carolina around Christmas time. That's number 1, 13% success rate, run rate. Okay?
That was the worst game of the Dan Campbell era. Hard, full stop.
Number 2,
That was the worst game.
Number 3, and number 4 are all this year, 2025.
Oh, no.
Tampa Bay's number 2.
We got to run the rock.
Week 1, Green Bay. Grant, you just touched on it. And then number 4 is Minnesota. All under 25% success rate. And this is the first time in 4 years the Lions had 0 explosive run plays.
Could we do some more, Evan, like duo type stuff? I feel like we were good with Ben when we ran like through the A gaps. I feel like Gibbs can squirt through the A gap. Less C gap mentality, more A gap. But I guess maybe we don't trust the interior. Maybe I'm answering my question out loud. I don't know. But
I do feel like Minnesota did good
with this run game.
Of pressure.
They're sick. Their blitzes are sick.
Yeah. I mean, of pressure, like slants, pressure, just up the field, you control the line of scrimmage and recreate the line of scrimmage. Whether it's a run or pass, because Goff, not the most athletic guy in the backfield, so if you pressure him, it's a play-action pass.
That's saying it nicely.
Chances of sacks, which happen often. David, also,
they would do this thing where they...
It's the NFL. We were blind to thinking that we were just going to walk over Minnesota. They had their mini bye. They were coming off a Thursday night game the week before, so they had their 10 days off.
True.
Where they got embarrassed on national TV. So I'm guessing Brian Flores probably definitely did challenge that defensive side of a ball. Now, is it always smart to get Justin Jefferson involved on the first drive? Absolutely. You throwing Justin Jefferson a touchdown on the first drive only benefits everybody on your team. And I honestly think that J.J. McCarthy was actually hurt those 5 weeks. He definitely did have an ankle injury because what we saw from Carson Wentz, does Carson Wentz make some of the NFL quarterback throws that you have to make? Yes. J.J. McCarthy has a little bit of Andrew Maxwell disease where it's 100 miles per hour nonstop. But the mobility factor in the NFL is so taken for granted that any little mistake, you could get out of it. And it's seen with him.
Soft benching narrative definitely died on Sunday because he shoved it up our hoop.
Died.
It's like this kid. And it sucks as a Michigan fan, just being like, I'm rooting for him to throw picks. I would like him to throw picks. But like when he wins, and then you see him on Instagram posting, and you're like, God, I miss when that was on my team. Because I just would go into Saturdays so confident every time that if there was a 3rd and 7 that we needed, he'd make a play. And now I have to watch it against my favorite team. So that's where we're at. I have one thing that I think can turn the season around. And it's been a lot of talk, a lot of uniform talk. Return the gray pants. Why don't we just come out and wear gray pants? You know, let's just wear them on the road, and we wear them at home, and we just go on a 10-game winning streak wearing gray pants. Maybe it's time to retire. Oh, the Blueberries are so lucky. We win at them all the time. Let's wear gray pants.
Let's wear gray pants.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wear gray pants on Thanksgiving at least.
Yeah, true. I like the ones with the stripe, though, Evan.
I'm a big Thanksgiving uniform guy. There's something about the
I don't mind
warm
once a year
smell of the house, and then you're turning on Lions football, and it's Matthew Stafford wearing his number 9 Thanksgiving. How it's just plain gray, and the stadium lights are shining off of it, and you have Joe Buck and Troy Aikman over how good Matthew Stafford is. God. You sip on a cold Busch Light, and you're like, yeah, this is football.
Alex, last Lions question. Trade deadline is, it'll be probably done by the time this show comes out. Do we do anything? Do we do anything?
It's tomorrow.
Nope. Probably not.
Evan, do we do anything?
If we do, it's going to be something minor. It's going to be something you're like, oh, at least we tried.
You think edge or offensive line? You think defensive or offensive line?
I think
those
offensive
seem to be
line.
The 2 areas.
Before defense. We have a $180 million man. We don't need to pay anybody else. What are you talking about in defense?
Well, it doesn't kick in yet, so technically...
Instantly checks the stats.
Technically, I don't know. He's making whatever he's making.
Had 2 tackles.
Yeah, it was one of those ones where I felt like he was always right there, just never got the dreaded hands on.
He is the worst at having contained.
Just like,
He's so bad at contained.
The one that JJ scored on, I don't know what. I would like to see the defensive call. He stunted in so hard, though, that I was like, there had to have been someone else out there, unless he just completely black out.
Okay, the jet sweep, that play gets run all the time of them not blocking the defensive end. But he could also wrap up. I know they would probably get a first down still anyways on the next play. But it's a bad look when you're running down the field and you just shoulder it into a guy and he bounces off of you, then you have to make the tackle. They're driving, they're close to the red zone, and it's like an outside zone to the right, but he cuts back to the left, and Hutchinson's like 4 yards down the field. And the running back's like running behind him because he doesn't set the edge. That has no gap integrity.
It was a bad combo together. Him and Terrion Arnold are a bad combo because Terrion just comes in and misses everybody. That guy just flies by ball carriers. I would like to, I don't know. I guess in an ideal world, they do something on both because I still think just another edge body across from him would do wonders for this team. But with the guards and all that, Mahogany maybe. I saw Jordan Schultz was saying the Commanders are potentially now thinking about getting rid of some of their past Pro Bowl offensive linemen. Sign me up for that if it's possible. I mean, I'll go, I don't know, depending on the name. Like, if you told me we got rid of a first round pick that's going to be in the 20s this year, I really don't care. Like, I would just like to really get this going because I think we have all the talent you really need. We just need people healthy and ready to play. So if that means sacrificing a first round pick, I really don't care.
My biggest issue, Grant, I agree with you. My biggest issue is that we say, oh, we want our draft picks, and then come draft day, we're the biggest draft capital traders on draft days. Like, we're the biggest movers, but like, why can't we do that same moves during the trade deadline?
But in the middle of the season, like maybe Brad just loves the trade value charts for the draft picks, but he's not good with. He needs what I use for fantasy football. He needs a trade value chart for every player in the NFL. Make them numbers work. I don't know. He's probably just scared that a place like Detroit, you got to keep rebuilding that pipeline because we're typically not a hot free agency place unless we're good. So that probably worries him.
I think we could be now if we actually
I'd like to do something.
Willing to spend. I mean, we also have cap room to spend too.
We're flexible. Sheila's got this thing rolling,
right?
She got cash to blow.
Cap's gonna go up next year anyway. So the cap is not existent. Doesn't matter. We'll
see. If, like Alex said, you can't lose a Marcus Mariota. So if we lose next week, we can burn it all down. But I'm not there yet, people. I'm not there yet. If you want that from me, sorry, you're not getting it. Okay? I love this team. I believe in them. And I said this when we lost. I was coping when we lost to the Commanders last year. I said, watch, the year we make the Super Bowl is going to be a year when we're like 10-7 and just wild card our way there. That's what's going to happen with this city. Okay? So we're still on track for that.
We have $22 million in cap space right now, Grant. What are we doing?
We have the second most in the NFL, I think.
False. We're saving it for a special player.
Fifth.
I don't know.
We also have
we're probably waiting to use it for extensions. We have
$31 million in debt
four
money.
Guys.
Oh.
We have 4 more guys this offseason that need extensions. So we're probably just sitting there being like, I don't know how this is going to work.
We're about to get $23 million off the books next year, though. Just FYI.
Good.
You do not have to extend Branch, Gibbs, and Campbell and Laporta.
No, but it's nice to get them done early because it just keeps going up.
That's very early. It's only year 3 of a 5-year contract.
Who is the dead money?
Yeah, but typically going into this offseason when you start to do it.
Josh Baxter.
No, going into the offseason before year 5 of their 5th-year option because that's why that's the whole point of being the first-round pick.
But they're not all first-round picks. Gibbs is.
Gibbs is, and that's the one I care about.
That's the only one, though. No, Jack is.
Yeah, 2 of the 4.
So Branch and Laporta kind of need to get looking at.
Who's in the off season? Yes, those. 2.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's how we're saving our $22 million. Probably cheaper.
Laporta's not going to be that expensive. It's a tight end.
No. Yeah. No, those are 2 not premier positions. Also, Tom Brady loves Brian Branch. Oh, was he hot and bothered watching him play football? I thought Tom Brady was pretty good. I don't know if anyone was listening to the whole game. I thought I learned a lot.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And he does the Nance thing where he does audibly make noises. Whoa! During the play, but I kind of like it because that means
Did you
Tom
hear
Brady
Tony
thought that was
Romo
cool.
during the Bills and Chiefs game?
I had it off.
I thought he was having an orgasm on the screen at one point. He was just making a moaning noise, and there was nothing going on. I was sitting there watching. I was just like, pause.
Just love ball.
He was just. They were talking about something, and then it just cuts to the camera just looking at the field, and Tony's just It was weird.
All right, let's move fast. Speaking of
Michigan
excitement,
beat Purdue barely, poopy game, whatever. Who cares? Michigan State lost to Minnesota. Who cares? They suck. Lost in overtime. All that matters here is 1, Michigan sucks. 2, Michigan State is worse. 3, Jonathan Smith is still the head coach of the Michigan State Spartans. Evan, your thoughts?
Michigan
podcast.
Jonathan Smith is still on the recruiting trail, Alex. Never forget. Gotta commit.
We've
competing with Eastern Michigan.
You gotta
commit. Recruiting Jay Bath to continue to employ him.
He might be.
Michigan beats a really tough Purdue team. Great game. I can't even say it in a straight face. It was disgusting. It was Michigan a horrendous watch. Michigan.
You knew that after last week. I wasn't here last week.
Michigan chat was down bad. Just like, why are we going to lose this game? Thought we might. Bright side, we matched our regular season win total from last year already, so that's good to see improvement in year 2 under Sharon, I guess.
Schedule merchants.
There was a question I think summed up the entire week from a Michigan fan. I bookmarked it. I had a lot of bookmarks. I don't know where it went. Oh, this is from Alex Drain. How many games of the Sharon Moore era have you enjoyed watching? When I sat down and thought about that question, I was like, honestly, the only game that was like legit enjoyable, we beat Northwestern last year and actually looked competent. We scored like 50 points. But even the Ohio State win 14-10 was not like enjoyable. It was like it was a root canal and you're like, I don't think we're going to win this game. But it was nice afterwards. So that's just the brand of football, I guess. It's just ugly football, but they won. So the season's still in front of them. Can I say the nice things I'd like to say? Jordan Marshall, really good football player. If there's one thing Michigan can do, it's identify running back talent and have it perform well on the field. With Justin Haynes out, that's going to be huge going forward. Offensive line in terms of running ability.
This is Purdue, Grant.
The offensive line overall looks good, though. Running for almost 300 yards versus anybody in the Big Ten is impressive because it's a tough conference overall.
Did you do it against us? I don't know.
No. I mean, it's not 300, but like when you're north of 250, you're really putting your will on people. Okay, now, also good, season low snaps for Samaj. Lowest he's ever played. Good.
That's
bad. I was about to say, still doing punt returning. Doing horrible at punt returning. Still. Let's see. Defense played great again. This is probably Rayshon Benny's best game. He had like 6 tackles himself, had some couple 4th down stops. Bad injuries are piling up for this team. Justice Haynes surgery we talked about. Barham got hurt. Jimmy Rolder's been out. Cole Sullivan's out. We're basically on linebackers 4 and 5 right now. People have to get healthy in the bye week to have a chance against Ohio State. And then last but not least, the biggest X factor probably for that game looming at the end of November, assuming we are able to win. There's no gimmies for this team. Northwestern could beat us. Maryland could beat us. Bryce has just looked bad the last 2 weeks. He played his best game versus the Washington Huskies before Michigan State. Then played bad versus Michigan State. Played worse against Purdue. Back-to-back weeks. Some cases of the wide receivers still not helping him out by going to make athletic plays on catchable balls, but he's just sailing guys now. His footwork looks a little happy feet. So we're at red alert. We're a little panicked. We really need to see him sling the ball, probably at a windy Wrigley Field. Now that I say that out loud, probably will look atrocious there too. Maybe the Maryland game he throws for 250 yards and we feel a little bit confident, but that we're at a 1-game season right now. I think there was a good article on The Athletic I read. It's either Michigan's fooling everyone again in the sense that they're going to surprise Ohio State and we're going to have to do it again, or they're fooling us all being like, yeah, they're actually terrible schedule merchants and they'll lose by 30 to Ohio State. I think there's no in between. We either end up beating them somehow by 3 again, or we lose by 28.
You guys suck. No.
We did last year too, though, Alex. So
you're
again,
worse.
This is the
I think
thing.
your guys are worse.
That is not true. Merchants. I will continue to hammer that.
I've said it all year and I'm right and you're wrong.
No, you're not.
Yes, the teams you play just suck.
No,
even more.
Because the team this year, the team that last year loses to you guys and loses to Nebraska.
We are worse this year than last year's team. Wow.
Yeah.
Alex, he's saying that this team,
the team that we have this year is worse than last year's team, and last year's team beat us.
I think we lose on the road at East Lansing. We find a way to lose that game because we wouldn't have any offense. We didn't really.
I'm saying last year's team would
and
be
Haynes
worse
than
this year's.
Mullins.
Yes.
Alex thinks that last year's Michigan team beats this year, which is the craziest thing I've heard. It's not true.
Yeah, I think they do. They had more talent. Better quarterback, Davis Warren.
Okay. That's not true. That was bait. If
Davis Warren had these wideouts, he'd probably be even better.
What are these wideouts? Just dropping passes left and right? I mean, what are we talking about? What wideouts?
Oh, you told me all season that they were pretty good. Yeah,
no,
the one guy.
I actually come on here really every single time and say our wide receivers
Andrew
are trash.
Marsh, I need to know who he is because he's a problem. I believe this exact quote from you.
He had a nice stretch. Disappeared. Well, yeah. No, he's been pretty steady. He has at least a 30-yard catch a game, that's huge for us. That's huge. He had one against Michigan State on a wheel route, ran the same play against Purdue. It worked. So he's a rival. McCauley has disappeared. That guy's off the map. He also got hurt, so he's hurt now too. That's where I'm at. It's going to come down to one game. Any other thoughts before Michigan State?
Well, in fairness, Grant, you do have like
Evan,
3 buys, so you really could just rest everybody until up.
I'm telling you, we don't, Evan. We beat Purdue by 5 for the worst team in the Big Ten.
All you have to do is win by 1. It doesn't matter how pretty or nice it is.
Oh, I agree, but you want to. So you're under the mindset that with all the trickery of the last 4 years, that Michigan could look terrible, but still there's something in Ryan Day's brain where we could win by 3.
Yes.
No.
I don't. Right now, Ohio State looked phenomenal. I watched that game, lockout on ESPN. I watched every snap, basically, looking up and down of that, and they are a wagon.
Yeah, Ohio State is very, very good.
Penn State, but...
Oh, yeah, that wasn't.
They're just...
Obviously.
Eye test. I mean, they're running through nobodies, but they're running through them, and they look awesome doing it. But they did last year, too, so I don't know. That game has broken me the last couple of years. What to think about it? We could be as bad as possible, but maybe we still have a trick up our sleeve.
Michigan State football. Evan, when's the last time? No, I have a question.
No, Grant has a question.
Grant goes first. We had a 300-yard passer.
Probably.
The only question I have with this entire program is when's the change happening? Are we end of season now, or what's going on?
Yes, end of season. Not off season.
He's getting another year, Alex.
Just keeping him.
We actually feel bad for you guys. I will feel bad for you guys and your program if you keep him for another year. I don't know what's going on.
You won't. You're lying. You won't.
Oh, I'm serious.
Peyton Thorne was probably the last 300-yard passer.
Yeah, I think it is Peyton Thorne.
Did Millie throw for 300?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Aiden Childs has never done that in a Michigan State uniform.
Not even versus BC?
No, 293, I think.
Have you guys gone back and this is a sadistic question? Have you guys gone back and watched the BC game at all?
No, are you me?
I don't want to be honest. I was there.
Just the dumbest question you've ever asked.
Top 5 Michigan State game.
Just say, hey, like.
I did not.
God, well, how did we get here? And Alex is still going to these games.
Well,
unbelievable. That's for friends.
Yeah, it wasn't for that.
But you were sucked in overtime. I bet. He went to overtime, right?
I was laughing.
Pass interference call was outrageous. I'll give you guys that. That was stupid.
That would care about the actual game. I'll say this.
How did I not wake up?
Quarterback, he looked good. Good for him. Happy for that kid. Freshman went in, played
it on tape.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you probably didn't watch.
What
putting transfer portal tape out there if he needs to leave.
I care about all we do is wear white helmets. That's what we deserve to lose because we're green and white. Not white.
Gophers looked like shit. They wore white domes with black. It looked horrendous.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looked like I was watching like Texas.
Anyways, back to the game. Millie, 300 yards passing, got hit 1,000 times because we have the worst offensive line I've ever seen.
We're here for the fallout.
Oh, too much white on the field.
Give that guy his flowers. He looked better than
I see
Childs.
Rumors. Do we have money? I assume they're not true, but people are saying that there's no money to be paid for the buyout. How is this guy still coaching? And I'm sure he's a great guy. I just cannot believe I woke up Sunday and there was no Matt Zenitz, Pete Nakos, Pete Hamill tweet.
Question
one, uniforms are better than you guys think.
Question one. Jesus Christ, Evan, move on from the uniforms.
No, that was good research.
All right, question number one. You don't like the troops? Asshole.
Now the Auburn.
Army Navy's overrated. Always has been.
Feel like Connor's on the show.
Chop Connor.
Question one.
I don't now
do you want to get it? I'm going to tell you. Do you want to get it?
Question one more time.
I want
to just say it.
Question number one. Auburn job is open. What pecking order with all these jobs open. Where's Michigan State stand in that search?
Well, okay. LSU above you, Penn State above you, Florida above you, Auburn above you. I don't know if I'm missing an obvious one, but probably after that, there's probably 4. And then you're in a tier with like Virginia Tech and all them.
So 5th.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Unless I'm missing an obvious one. Someone might be yelling in their car right now.
Oh my God, Maserati. It's huge. Okay. Question number 2 then. Do you think it makes sense to throw your hat in the ring with all those other jobs trying to get coaches against those teams? When you have to keep in mind as well, if Lane Kiffin bounces, Ole Miss opens. If Eli Drinkowitz bounces, then Missouri's open, and then all these other potential bounce arounds that all these jobs are going to become open. And then you might find yourself in the middle to bottom tier of coaching jobs available, and then you end up with someone bad.
I think
Do you think
Evan
that
wants
could
an answer. I have an answer. I think Evan has an
I'm
answer.
not saying this is what I agree with. I'm just telling you what I think the thought process is.
Evan, you go.
That's why I say yes, you do it, because you take your big you-know-what and you swing. You don't swing for, I'm looking for somebody with experience and somebody that's built a program. No, you go try to find the gem in the rough. You go find the young coach at a mid-major school. Oh, well, he might not be ready for the Big Ten. I don't care. The last coach we had wasn't ready for the Big Ten. You're the athletic director. Go find talent and see if it can work at Michigan State. Go find a proven coordinator. You don't need to poach somebody else from another school.
Question number 3.
I got to answer that one.
Oh, yeah, I guess you did.
If you did that strategy, if you did that strategy of the mentality of waiting until next year because of that, it quite possibly is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Accepting mediocrity for another year, falling deeper into the pit of doom in the bottom of the Big Ten and becoming closer and closer to a basketball school, that's all that accomplishes. You're not fishing in the same pond as LSU or Penn State. That's just the matter of fact. So whoever they're hiring does not matter. Yes, I guess if Missouri comes open, maybe. They're also probably a step ahead right now. They've been a top 25 team like the last 3 years. There are plenty of guys that we may not even know of that are competent, will show more emotion, would be a better Midwest school fit for Michigan State than your current coach. So punting and using that excuse.
This is not what I'm thinking.
I'm talking to the general. If anyone has ever thought that, there's too many openings out there. What's going to happen next year with this NIL crazy era where it's, what have you done for me this year, where 5 more people are fired, where Ole Miss might be open. And then maybe Mike Elko does something stupid and they fire him at A&M. Wouldn't happen. But like, that's what the world we live in now, where there could be a ton of openings every year. So you just have to capitalize and get rid of it if it makes sense for you.
Question 4.
Yes, I have a big board. That's the question. Yes, I do. And I'm saving it until the job's open.
And
I will not talk about candidates until it's open.
Is, if you were J-Bat.
No, Alex, stop. Pause. On top of Grant's part, like, do your job as an athletic director. Your job is to be the best person available and have the best programs in the country. You shouldn't be scared of everybody else.
Okay, well, question 4 kind of relates to that, is that maybe, it's not a question, this is more of a statement. Maybe J-Bat, who realistically, whoever he hires, then that will be his guy. He's kind of hitching his reputation and his job to that. And if he feels he can't get the guy he wants in this cycle and he has a better chance of doing it later, he punts it, gives him longer job security for longer.
That's
now,
dumb.
I'm not saying that's the way it should go, but at the same time, somebody's career, and he might be being selfish about it.
Starting his clock already. Interesting.
Comment. Well, if he brings back Jonathan Smith, you're going to lose millions and millions of dollars in revenue from the football program because you're going to lose season ticket holders. You're going to lose the support from boosters and alumni because you can't fulfill the football program. Your football team wins, you have success in all athletics. Your football team sucks, your all athletics sucks. Money's not coming in.
Lastly, I think he'll be fired at the end of the season. I think people have made a good point. There's not really much benefit to doing it right now other than to make us happy. And I don't know that.
Actually, the biggest benefit
you're still going to hire probably the same person.
The biggest benefit to happen right now is that you jumpstart the process of finding a coach before everybody else.
Yeah, the process start. I mean, in today's world, the process has started.
He's got to be talking to people every week. He probably goes, talks with Jay Bell on Monday saying, you're going, or you're doing great, Jonathan. And then he goes, calls like someone else. And he's on the phone with Jimmy Sexton probably every day trying to figure this out. Unless he's just.
The process has definitely started.
Urban's on campus. Fly the pirate flag.
That's not it. But process definitely started.
All right. Well, I think it's fair, your fan base, at least from afar. I mean, for Marissa's sake, we typically throw it on. So I do somehow, some way see these games.
We just don't care.
There's zero care about this program until that tweet hits my feed. And then I can start thinking about who's hiring. Evan, you want a little tease of my big board? The tiers might really I'll get you thinking about the tiers as a tease. And you can maybe plug in some names.
It's going to be
before I tell you them.
It's going to find a way to disrespect us.
You want the tiers or not?
I do.
I know the tiers. Told me.
All right, Evan, you want the tiers? You want the best tier or the bottom tier first? You want to go worst to best or best to worst?
I don't know how you're going to work. I don't know what you're defining best or worst as.
It doesn't matter.
Tier 1 is the best. I'll say tier 1 then the name of it.
I don't know if you mean like best as in like
Evan, he's not even going to tell you the coaches.
Yeah, no coaches yet.
Oh. Then just give me the tier names.
This is just a wasteful segment.
All right. I just want you to think. So maybe when we get to it, you're like, oh, I already thought this one through. Tier 1, best tier, long shot, but stop the search if he'll take the job. There's one man in this tier. Tier 2, great hire and a great Midwest fit. Tier 2.
Brian Hartline.
Tier 3, personally love him. SEC ties. Tier 3. In between the tiers here, there's a wild card.
Smart is
I wrote down today.
Tier 3 for you.
Wow. A wild man. No idea if we will take him or not. Tier 4, gritty dudes who win. I like that tier. That's my favorite one, I think. And then tier 5, big personalities with Midwest ties. Is tier 5.
I don't think Brian Harline's in these tiers.
I don't think Dabo Sweeney has any Midwest ties.
I cannot comment, but I can't comment on Brian Hartline. He's not in this tier list.
So your last tier has Brian Kelly.
He could be though.
Brian Kelly and Jim McElwain in it. Wow. Daryl Hazel.
No, there are no coordinators in my entire big board. You guys are above that.
No, Brian Hartline is above us. Actually, he might see a 5.
Yeah, no, he could be. He could probably slot in under.
He would probably hang that up. Yeah, I'm good.
He could be big personalities with Midwest ties. I'll put him in tier 5.
No, he's tier 2.
Brian Hartline. He's got a big personality. He gives big. No.
Big personality.
That's so disrespectful to my
big
tier.
Personality.
Great hire and great Midwest fit. Oh, a couple of guys. I want to tell you so bad, but I can't because he's not fired. That's the whole thing. He's not fired yet. No need to talk about it. He might be your coach next year, for all I know, and then I'll have to retire this until that time comes.
Gonna be.
Barry
okay.
Alvarez.
College hoops, quickly.
Who else? Pat Fitzgerald.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Alex, did you see that's who Joe Rexrode? That's who Joe Rexrode said.
I read the article, Evan. I read the article.
Oh, yeah. Spank me, Alex.
The guy went 4-24, 4-20 in his last 2 seasons.
And honestly, I would say of this thing here, only 2 of these coaches would be. Who?
Pat Fitzgerald.
Who's in the West?
Okay.
Only 2 of these coaches, I think, would potentially be hired by Penn State, LSU, or Florida. Like, I don't even think any of these guys are being considered.
You have
by those
Jim
schools.
Tressel on your list.
Jim Tressel's not on the list.
Bo Pelini is.
Too old. No. No. These are good. These are good coaches. These are guys that win.
Yeah, Bo Pelini's a winner. He won 10 games. Got fired in Nebraska.
Well, they have to win before 2015 or post 2015. Sorry.
Mark Antonio. Nice.
College hoops, like we talked about the Lions, it's important to set the stage for college hoops for both of our teams, Michigan State, what your expectations are for them so we know how to properly discuss them throughout the year, whether they overachieve or underachieve those. We set the stage now. Basically, I took this as, what are your team goals? If you were in the locker room, the team meeting before the season, like what are our goals as a team? Want me to read mine for the Michigan Wolverines just to give you guys some maybe some inspiration for Michigan State?
I don't need inspiration. I'll go first.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Win the Big Ten.
Mhm.
Be a top 4 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Oh.
Make the Final Four.
Oh.
The goals never change in East Lansing, okay? They never change.
Okay. When you say Big Ten, you talking regular season, or would you count?
Yeah, I
the
don't care
tournament?
about that corny ass tournament.
Don't care
Unless
about it
we
all.
win. Unless we win.
See. So when you say win the Big Ten, you're just talking about regular season.
Yeah, that's what most people are talking.
Okay.
It's way
All
more
right.
impressive.
All right. Evan, any different goals on that than what he said, or is that
Final Fours haven't happened in a while. However, I'm a little bit more realistic with the experience on the team. It's college basketball, unique experience. So I'll say finish top 4 Big Ten and second weekend, please and thank you.
That's not
Top 4 Big Ten second weekend.
Alex,
well, clearly you guys are different for this team.
Last year was our first time we made it to the second week. Second weekend back to back. Actually,
that's the program standard of it.
This Final Fours, and we haven't had one since 2019.
We made it Kansas State.
So,
correct.
I also am a realist, Alex.
2020.
I understand talent on our roster.
Same Butler.
Yeah, I think we have to.
I do too, but
yeah, this is a good exercise.
Talent,
That's why we do it. To see where we
year,
differ.
this is what I'm going to say. We could overachieve like we did last year, or we could underachieve like multiple years before that.
I think having a point guard that I know is going to show up and do his job every day gives me hope that he can get the rest of the team
that can't shoot from the perimeter.
Yeah, don't double today.
Yours was win Big Ten and Final Four. Was there anything else?
Top 4 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Top 4 seed in the NCAA tournament.
That gives you your
don't
best
care
chance
about seeding. It's all about your draw, not about seeding.
Gotcha.
Your draw can be a lot better if you're a 1 or a 4 versus an 8.
Typically true. I hate being an 8 or 9 seed. I hate playing
8 or 9 seed, absolutely.
Evan is top 4 and second weekend. Got it.
Grant, yours for your new Michigan Wolverines?
As always, I'm a little lengthy here, but I'll run through them fast, guys. I would like to get revenge versus Auburn when we play them in a couple weeks from our loss in the tournament. I want to beat MSU at least once. That's a huge goal. Can't get swept by the Spartans. It's embarrassing. Okay?
Again.
It's been 4 in a row? 5 in a row?
4.
Need 1. Preferably 2, need 1. Beat Ohio State at least once. They're going to have a good squad. Can't get swept by the Buckeyes. Beat them once.
They have a new court.
27 regular season wins. That's my number that I'm circling. That's my personal over-under. We had 25 last year. I want at least 2 games better this year. Speaking of that, conference, 14 wins last year. I want to go 16-4 in the conference. I don't know what that ends you up, but I want to be 16-4. Ideally, I want to finish top 2 in the Big Ten. I want to be top 2. Purdue's good. I know Purdue's good. You guys will be good as well. There's good teams in this league. It's a deep league. I want to be top 2. That's lofty. Little less specific as Alex. I just want to either hang a regular season or conference tournament banner. I want another banner up in Chrysler from Big Ten efforts. And then last but not least, when the big dance, it's a crapshoot, but I want to make at least the Elite 8. Need to be farther than last year. That game's dicey. You win it, obviously, Final Four, amazing, but I need to see this team in the Elite 8 because I think there's a lot of buzz on the team.
Have loftier goals than that.
No, Alex, I'm not going to put unwanted. It's year 2,
they're
Dusty.
Like national title favorites.
I understand that the Jeff Borzellos and the Jeff Goodmans of the world and John Fantas are like, look at all these transfers. These pieces need to work together, okay? I need to see a lot of team building against Oakland, okay? I need to see this team mesh. There's a lot of talent. There could be a lot of egos. I need to see good, hard basketball.
They score a lot of points.
I need not as many turnovers as last year. That drove me crazy. I should have had a turnover stat, but those are my goals. So that's what I'm going to judge them off of. Do they live up to that or do they not?
Butler, Johnson's pretty good, huh?
Butler starts on Wednesday. Butler, we are hoping to finish in the top half of the Big East.
Trey McKinney at 21.
One of the best high school prospects I've ever seen.
Shit.
Evan knows he's
good.
He's a ball player.
Shit.
That's the one guy I wish was wearing green and white.
Versus Oakland. Oh,
his dad's a Michigan fan.
He'd be nice for scoring, too.
That's
just
the
put the
one.
Ball in the basket.
That might be the only Michigan player I ever in my life cheered for.
Not cheering for.
I am.
No, he is. Evan is.
I'm cheering for him.
For him.
I was a Shawnee Brown guy.
Evan, I'll trade you him for Cone Carr.
No. You can almost pick anybody else.
That was the Kick Rocks laugh.
Yes.
I was like, yeah.
Cohen Carr brings me. Grant, I don't think you know how much TikTok highlights I watch of Cohen Carr every single week. It's probably a disgusting, absurd amount. And
is that many edits?
Oh yes,
there's a lot of edits.
Oh my god!
There. Auburn won in overtime against Bethune.
Wow, huge for them.
Bruce Pearl.
Oh, gotta get revenge. That's the first goal of the year. Can't win all your goals unless you beat Auburn. All right. That's 2:31. That's 2:31. Cheers. 10:30. Look at that, boys. 2 hours. See if it uploads. Don't forget to stop recording, Alex.